Hey everybody, Marissa Skane here, your social media marketing director for Century 21 North Bay Alliance. I'm just going to go over some social media basics today. I know we've gone over this stuff before, but it doesn't hurt to go over it again. Okay, so for starters, everyone has a website either provided by the company or one that they have created on their own. You definitely want to have links to your social media sites on your website. Facebook business page, especially if you have an Instagram, a LinkedIn, a Twitter, those things, it's ideal to put links for those on your site as well. If people go to your website from Google and whatnot, you want to be able to redirect them to your social media sites so that they could see all of your activity, especially if your website isn't 100% up to date. At least with social media, the stuff that I'm posting for you guys is going to be up to date, and if you're sharing those kinds of things, then you're going to have all that on your page too. So make sure you have all of your social media links on your website. Okay, so for any of your social media sites, for any marketing that you do, it is legally required that you have your full name, your DRE number, and the full office name. You don't necessarily need our office DRE number. I throw it in all of our posts and whatnot just to kind of cover our behinds. In your about section on your social sites, if there is space, there is on Facebook for sure. The others is a little bit more difficult to find space for it, but if you can, try to throw in the generic disclaimer here. Basically stating, that we're equal housing opportunity, all the information is deemed reliable but not guaranteed, blah, blah, blah. But again, at the very least, full name, DRE number, and office name. They must be viewable by the public. If it is not, if you have, same thing goes with headshots too, it needs to be accurate and viewable to the public. If there's any possibility of confusion or things don't quite seem to add up, whether it's because you've switched brokerages or you just, look totally different in your picture and that kind of thing. You just want to make sure all this stuff is updated. You can be fined and cited on the car website for misinformation or lack of information. Okay, so your business page setup. When you're picking a name for your business page on Facebook, if you don't have one already, you want to have your full name, and then at the end of it, you're going to want to throw in something like Realtor, Agent, North Bay, Century 21 North Bay Alliance, just something on there that tells your people, what account, what page they're looking at. So it distinguishes it from your regular personal account. You want to make sure that your profile picture on here is going to be business appropriate, something that you'd find on a business card. You want to make sure that your cover photo is going to look professional as well. Ideally, something that's got your DRE number and the office name on it. It's just going to kind of cover all the bases. So when someone goes to your page, I'm going to go ahead and open this here. When someone goes to their page, that it's very apparent who it belongs to and where all the information is. Okay, so I can get this to open here sometime this century. Okay, so here's going to be our all-encompassing company page. Up at the top, I created a little cover photo for us. It's gonna have a house, keys, and a real estate agent chick. For our cover photo, it's gonna have the Bay Bridge, grapes, and the Clear Lake over here. It's gonna have the address for our website, where we specialize. Yours doesn't need to be this intense and this many images and words and all that, but something that's very apparent that this is your real estate business page. And you actually do have the option of a video cover on there as well, so you can play around and have fun with things. Okay, so as I mentioned before, you need to have your DRE number. full name, office name. And if you're posting something that includes someone else's listing or an event that you're hosting with someone else, you need to make sure to include their information as well. If someone were posting stuff about you or with your listings, you want to make sure that they would do the same. So please do that. If your post is going to be advertising a property, you want to make sure you have the address on there, the MLS number, the price. If you're creating a post that's just kind of talking about the market, you don't necessarily need to go full, all in, put everything about the property in the post, whether it's on the image or in the description part. But if you are, posting a photo album or something that's about your listing, you're going to want to make sure you have everything on there. HOA and space rent, we really need to be including those now because people are asking questions about these things. Let's see, what else do we need here? Oh yeah, if you're able to tag the location, it doesn't have to be the exact location of where you are at this moment in time, but if you tag the general Runner Park area, Sonoma County, that kind of a thing, it's going to be really helpful to people searching for similar posts or, just getting your stuff out there. You're going to tag everyone relevant to it, and to tag someone, you do the @ symbol, and then you do their name or their business page or account name. So you can do that when you're tagging someone on the image or in the post itself. And that's going to be for Facebook and Instagram as well. LinkedIn, I believe it's going to be the same too, and Twitter. Okay, so stuff that you should be posting. You're going to want to be posting local market updates, any kind of announcements about changes in the market. You want to announce new listings, open houses, changes in status if you can. Typical buyer and seller questions. A lot of properties in Sonoma County are older homes, and a lot of them are starting to be updated little by little. And people are always kind of wondering what the current trends are. So sharing remodeling or interior design tips and tricks, heck, even cleaning tips, stuff like that. People really get value out of it and look forward to seeing more. But we do want to keep it light. We can't all be serious all the time. We have personalities, so you need to kind of share those things too. Memes and cartoons or information about your niche. If you're someone who's really into gardening, maybe share some gardening tips, whether it's, the time of the year that you should plant certain things, how to go about maintaining your garden beds, like anything that pertains to your niche and other people who have similar interests to you, you're going to want to share that kind of content. As long as it's, safe for work, appropriate, then I would say go ahead and share it if you think that your people are going to like it. I would just avoid including stuff with over posting about your kids and your personal life and that kind of thing. Of course, if you're tapping into the parent niche, then sharing those kinds of things, maybe how to organize your kid's room, stuff like that is going to be relevant and relatable. So share that kind of stuff. And going on with all of this, so it's good to share links to other people's articles that have been written and other sites and whatnot. However, if you can get on LinkedIn and start writing articles of your own, they don't have to be long. They can be a couple paragraphs. But if you can start sharing that kind of stuff, then you really look like you know what you're talking about, whether it's real estate related or just has to do with your niche. And then those, if you write articles, you can share those on all of your platforms and your website. Okay, so on Facebook, we have our personal account, which manages our business account. Your personal account, it's good to be active on this because that's where your friends are. That's where things kind of get started. Your business account is going to get traffic pretty much based on what you're doing on your personal account. It's really hard to get organic reach these days for a business account. So if you can post stuff to your business account and then share to your personal account and then maintain relationships with people over there, it'll really, really help you out. So that's kind of that. Oh, and then also you always want to make sure that you're inviting your friends to like your business page. So let me show you how to do that. Taking 10 years to load again. Okay, so right now I'm actually, since this is an Explorer, I'm logged in as Esmeralda, but we're looking at our company business page. So let's go ahead and invite all her friends to like this page. So you can come down to the community section and click invite your friends, or you can go underneath the cover photo, there's the 3 dots, and invite friends. You can select each individually, or you can hit select all. So I'm going to hit select all, and we're going to send invites. So that's how you're going to get people to like your business page as well as liking our company business pages. Getting people to like our company business pages is really important because we do so much marketing for you guys and trying to put it out there that they're more likely to see it. If they don't happen to see it from you sharing it, then they're going to see it when we post it. All right, so moving right along here. Okay, so you don't just want to share links. Facebook doesn't, and LinkedIn and stuff like that, they don't particularly care for a bunch of links all over the place, and a lot of people don't really want to leave the main site. So if you're sharing articles and cool information, if you can go into the original post or article and copy that to put it in the description as well as having the link in there, it's going to be really, really beneficial for you, and you're going to generate a lot more engagement that way. Okay. Instagram is going to be similar to Facebook, but it's going to be a little bit lighter. You can get a little bit more playful with it using boomerangs, which is a video that bounces and kind of repeats over and over again. So just like with Facebook, you want to make sure you have all the pertinent information, your full name, DRE number, office name. If you're posting about a property, include all of that, the address, the MLS. If it's someone else's info, someone else is listing, you want to include their info. You want to make sure you're tagging your location, again, either at the office or in the general area, so that it's going to appear on people's searches. And then tag everyone that you can or think is relevant on the post as well as in the description. When you're writing out hashtags for Instagram, they say that the optimal number is 11. I kind of go back and forth because some people see really good results from posting 5 or 6 hashtags. Others, like myself, get pretty close to maxing it out at 30 almost every time. I will give you guys a list, but at the very minimum, you want to have some generic ones like hashtag Sonoma County, hashtag wine country real estate, things like that. And then try to include hashtags from your niche as well. So what is a hashtag? It's basically a search link. It's going to connect you with other people within your niche or talking about the same thing. So everyone that's having the same conversation is going to be using the same link. The example we have here is going to be a little bit of an older one. It's going to be from Breaking Bad. So say you're watching the finale of the show and you're posting on Twitter and trying to join in the conversation like, wow, I can't believe that happened. You would say, you know, such and such happened, hashtag Breaking Bad. And then again, that gives other people the opportunity to join in your conversation. Okay, so here's some hashtag examples and the hashtag funnel. You want to include stuff about your industry, so like California real estate, Sonoma County real estate, that thing. Your niche. Actually, industry, you could even do, you know, hashtag just real estate, and the niche would be hashtag first-time home buyer. Your brand, hashtag C21 MBA, hashtag Century 21 North Bay Alliance, hashtag Century 21. Community. Let's see, so you could do, you know, hashtag Roanoke Park, hashtag Roanoke Park open houses, you know, that kind of stuff. Location, Sonoma County wine country, that kind of a thing. Event, hashtag open house weekend, special day, hashtag closing day. You know, there's so many options. Play with them. Don't use some of the same ones, but don't use the same ones all the time because you're going to wind up in the same conversations over and over again, seeing the same people. You're going to get new followers and new interaction if you span out. Share videos, images, and emotions. So on all sites, what's going to perform best and get the most interaction is, you know, going to be pulling at people's emotions, whether it's teaching them something and making them feel like they spent valuable time and actually got something out of it by looking at your content. Whether you make them feel, amused by showing them something kind of funny, you make them feel the warm and fuzzies by, showing something that's like family related. You want to pull at people's emotions with things that you post. Not everything is going to be, some crazy post that you make, but give someone a feeling with what you're posting. You want to have images, you want to have facts, charts, videos. You want to vary what kind of content you're posting, as well as the topics that you're talking about. And then switch up the formats too. Not everyone wants to see a plain listing post. Throw in a quiz. It's super simple. I'll show you guys at the end of this how to do a quiz. Or not necessarily a quiz, but a poll. Are we at the end? We are at the end. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of this really quickly. Let's go. Okay, so we're on our Century 21 page. Let's type a post. Okay, so it gives you the options for backgrounds. It's going to give you the options for photos, feelings, and activities. Hit the 3 dots and drop it down. Let's go with a poll. Okay. Has the spring market kicked off already with this amazing weather? Let's see, will it allow me to add in another one? Let's do it for a week. Okay, so has the spring market kicked off already with this amazing weather? Definitely, or starting slow. You can attach GIFs here and make it a little bit more interactive and fun, or photos. I'm just gonna kind of keep it plain, and let's go share now. So there you go, and people can vote. This poll's gonna end in 7 days. So that's kind of that, just some basics. If you're gonna write a post, just go ahead and type away, upload a photo. Check in your event section to see, if you plan to have an open house, you'll see that I've created one open house right here, and I've tagged our office, so you're going to look for something that says accept or decline. You're requested to co-host, so we're going to go ahead and hit accept. And then that's going to do its thing. The last little tidbit is always check your notifications. You're going to want to look for things like this with a little green. It's probably hard to see on your guys' end, but there's going to be a little green thing that shows that there's been a comment on something of yours or something you've been tagged in. You're going to want to look for those, because I will be actively tagging you guys in the marketplace groups, which let's see, so we got like 707 Craig's book, for example. This is going to be one of the pages that I'm sharing our listings to. So as you can see, people have all kinds of stuff that they list for sale. Real estate posts just fit on in, and people are opinionated, and have questions. So keep an eye out for that. That's kind of where we're at with social media right now. Thank you guys for following along. I hope this helped. You're more than welcome to reach out to me anytime with questions. You can email me at Marissa, marisa.skane, SKEAHAN.C21 @gmail.com, or you can reach me during business hours on my business line at 707-387-1760.